this video, we're showing how we budget and Christmas shop for our kids. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Welcome to the Long Run with Joel and Christy. I'm Joel.
And I'm Christy. Today we were invited to collab with Asia Sierra Budgets to tell you about how we budget and Christmas shop for our kids. Now, Asia and I kind of talked about it. We thought it would be a little interesting and fun to share the differences in how we budget and Christmas shop for our kids, because Asia Sierra has a 5-year-old son named Amir. So the things that she shops for and the way that she shops, we believe, is probably going to be pretty different. It may be some things that are the same, but some things that are different in the way that she shops, because we have adult sons. And in fact, one of them lives 3 states away from us. So we shop primarily online. And so we're going to share with you how we budget for Christmas, but we also are going to show you a lot of savings tips for shopping online. All right, so we're going to do that, but first I want to tell you to make sure that you go check out Asia Sierra Budget's video as soon as this one's over.
Yep.
And we will have it linked in the description and at the end of this video. Also, we want to plug 2 things before we move on to our tips.
Yep.
And that first one is that this week when I've released this video, earlier in the week on Monday, I released a blog post that was the big mistake that you may be making with your Christmas budget.
Yep.
And it's kind of interesting, and the answer isn't budgeting. Like, it isn't that
I wonder what it could be.
Yeah, it isn't that you didn't make a budget or that you're going into debt. Even though those are mistakes, it's something different. I will put the link for that in the description, so be sure to go check out that blog post to see if you're making that mistake so that you can avoid it.
Yep.
And also, coming up the first 12 days of December, we are going to be releasing videos, 1 video every day, Lord willing. That's the 12 days of Christmas treats. They're not necessarily going to be healthy. Some days they will be. I think maybe 2 of the Christmas treats will be healthy Christmas treats. The other 10, maybe not so much, but they're not necessarily for you. They're for you if you're looking for ideas of things to give coworkers, neighbors, things like that. So be sure to subscribe to this channel if you are not, and make sure that you have that bell
Clicked on,
hit whatever, so that you can make sure that you get these recipes, because they're going to be pretty awesome.
Yep.
Pretty awesome. I love baking for Christmas, so I'm really excited about making these videos. So yeah, pray for me that I get them done in the next couple of weeks. So, and if you were curious, we're not going to eat them. I'm going to be sending them
Well,
to...
I wouldn't say that. We're going to eat some of them.
Okay, we're not going to be eating all this food. We're going to send some of it to Joel's restaurant team members, and they will get the benefit of the fact that I'm going to be cooking a lot of food in December. So, well, I'll be cooking it in November, but you know what I mean. All right, so enough rambling. Let's get on with our tips. Okay, so at this point, we're going to actually go into the computer screen, and we're going to just do a voiceover and show you our computers so that you can see what we're talking about.
For Christmas and birthdays and any other celebrations throughout the year, pretty much is through a website called Giftster. They have an app as well, and you can put things on here, and I'll show you. This is kind of my list right now. I'll add some things to it. So if anybody want to buy me this, you're more than welcome to. But if you want to add something to your list, you can search for it here. Like if I wanted to put on a Nintendo Switch, or maybe if you wanted, if you have one for your kids and they wanted to put on a Nintendo Switch. Let's see.
the really cool thing about having this for your kids is that you could share this list with grandparents or something, and then they would be able to get your kids what they really wanted because they would be able to
That's
find
correct.
it.
And so everything pops up here. These are the results that were found on Amazon. And so what you do is you just click it, whichever one you want. You click it, and it populates, and it shows it right here. And so now it's available on my list for other people to see and buy. And you can put over here how important it is to you. In this area here, it gives you all the details. You can rank it. I want it to be like 4 stars, or if it's 5 stars, they know it's really important to me.
That you really, really want one of those.
Right, and then they get the link, and once you put it there, they'll be able to see it, and then they can go on the, if you're linked, if your 2 Gipster lists are linked, then they can go on here, they can see it, and they can buy it for you without you knowing. Other people that are on your Gipster list will know that you've already bought it for them, so they won't buy it as well. But
you can't.
But you won't know.
Yeah, you can't see this because this is Joel's line. But I would be able to go in there and buy it,
and I can show you.
And then all the other people who share this account with us would know that I bought that for him already, so they know not to buy it for him too, so you don't end up with 2 of the same.
This is Christy's list here.
Yep.
And you can see all of these things are available. She needs to update hers.
I'm a mom. I forget to do things.
Okay.
But yeah.
And so you can see all these things are available. You can either reserve, and so that blocks it out, and it'll tell you go ahead and if you want to go ahead and purchase it, you can do that. But this tells people that you've reserved it, and it's held by you, and you're going to be the one to buy that if you're not buying it right now. You can unreserve it, and it makes it available again. Or then you can click purchase, and it'll go, that tells you that you purchased it. That tells people that you've purchased it. Now, if you want to get it, you actually have to click the down arrow, just like this. It populates here, and you can click the link there, visit the website, click the link here. You see the descriptions there and the pictures and things, and that's the way you go and buy it, is if you come here, click the website, and then go and purchase that particular item.
And also, if it's like clothes or anything, in the details you can put in there if you're wanting a specific color or size or something like that, so that they know the specifics of what you're really wanting.
Correct. Now I'm going to take this off because I don't want my kids buying me a Switch.
You don't want a Switch.
Maybe I do. I don't know. But that's how you take it off too. So, so that's how we buy gifts for people. It's really easy and it's fun to do, and you get people what they want because they're actually putting things on their list that they want, and then you can just go and go right out and purchase. I say go right out. We used to have to go right out. Now we just go right online and purchase it, and we don't have to go out.
And also say, being that for us, we have a son that lives 3 states away, so we have the ability, like they've moved a couple of times during the time that we've had our Gipster account. They were able to go to their account, change their address, so that when we mail them a present, we have the correct address.
Right.
We don't have to go looking for it anywhere. It's right there in the website where we're buying the items. So.
Correct. But you can create groups.
Yeah.
You have a bunch of groups that are over here on the side. You can't see them. They're over here.
On there.
You can't see that. Actually, they can. Right?
Well, we can edit that out.
Can you edit that out? Okay.
The reason why the screen is kind of small here is because right to the left is where all your group or family names are, and we have our entire family, and we didn't want anybody seeing all the names.
Correct. So yeah, it's right over here. Your family group is right over here, and you can make any kind of group you want. You can make a work list group. You can make a family group. You can, mortal enemies group. I don't know, whatever group you want.
Mortal enemies. You also have each person has the ability to put in gift preferences as well, besides just their address. But they can also say, their clothing size, shoe sizes, things like that, in case you buy them something that maybe is not on their list, but you will know at least what size they wear.
Correct.
But like I said, it's a really good way to make sure that you are getting them what they want. You're able to expand it beyond this family. So we created this family group, but our son and daughter-in-law also are connected to her family, and so her family and we can both see her list, and so if one of her family members buys her a gift, we know it,
Mm-hmm.
and then we don't end up both buying her the same thing.
Correct.
So it is able to be connected that way throughout, so that they don't have to make a list on your family group and a list on their family group and hope that nobody cross buys. So
Correct.
it's a really good way to keep connected and know that you're not double buying presents.
That's right.
But
All right. So
all right, so now
this is my favorite part of the video because we're going to talk about sinking funds. I did a whole video on sinking funds from this exact template a few months ago.
I'll put the info card up in the screen. The eye in the sky.
Yep.
We'll have that.
And so check that out. So what you want to do as far as sinking funds goes, and this will probably be pretty short and sweet because we're not going to go into all of the sinking funds, just the one for Christmas gifts. But you want to start early in the year, as early as possible, starting your sinking fund for Christmas, so that when you roll around to Christmas, then you have your money there already. So start budgeting for that throughout the year. Say, like, it's, you know, you're also saving up for a new car, or maybe you're saving up for your car insurance. Make it a bill like everything else and just pay it every month to your sinking fund. And so you can see here we've got one set up for Christmas gifts and
Our little test budget.
in our little test budget. And yeah, and so for this one we can set it back and forth. We can add money to it. So like if I've got $3,000 to be budgeted, then I can budget here and put in, you know, another, you know, if you wanted to budget $1,000 for Christmas, then now you have $1,100 for Christmas. And so if you want to put in $100 each month, or, you know, $50 each month. I remember back in the old days we used to do this at the bank. It was called a Christmas club. And my mom, every time my dad got paid, she'd go to the bank and she'd make a deposit into the Christmas club account. Same idea. If you're old school like me, or if you're just old like me, then you remember that. And this is the same idea, except you're doing it yourself inside your budget in your own bank account, where you hold the money. You don't have to go to the bank and say, hey, I need all my Christmas club money. You have it right there. And so you can... our advice is to start early in the year. Start saving up for that early in the year, so when September, October rolls around, you've got the money. If you wanted to budget $1,000 for Christmas, there you go. You've got it. You don't have to go into debt for it. You don't have to use credit cards for it. You've got the money to go ahead and use it, and you're paid for. And when January rolls around, you have less stress because you don't have a ton of credit card bills coming in. So
now, if you are sitting there going, well, it's October and I didn't set up a sinking fund in January, it's too late. We understand, because with the Rona, we didn't get to put as much into our Christmas sinking fund as we wanted to, but over the next 2 months, we'll probably be putting more than we had originally planned to put into it, because that way we'll have it by December. So, you know, make a plan over the next 2 months, so that you
still have some time to save up for money.
Yeah. And then also make sure you're getting those deals and all that kind of stuff like that, so that you can avoid using any kind of credit card because you didn't plan ahead this year. Okay.
If you pay for Christmas before Christmas, you don't have to pay for Christmas after Christmas and pay interest on it through your credit cards. So just go ahead and start saving up for that. And so when Christmas rolls around, you're ready to go. No stress. Buy all your stuff, and you're good to go.
Yeah.
All right.
And in January 2021, set up a sinking fund again.
That's right.
And be ready for Christmas 2021.
That's right. That's exactly right. All right. So now we want to talk about browser extensions. They'll save you a little money during Christmas. Chrissy knows more about these than I do, but we have them on my computer now because we do most of the shopping from my computer most of the time. So now we have these on here so that when I'm shopping for something, or when we're shopping for something, then we can these browser extensions will show up, and we can save that. We can save that money when it's time to do that. So we want to go, we want to search for. We've already started with switches, so let's see. Let's see if we can do that. And so it pops up here. And what you're going to do is you're going to go to the website wherever you want to go. Like if you want to go to Walmart, let's go to Walmart first and see if we can get one to pop up. So right up here we've got, you see the browser extensions. There's Invisible Hand, which will tell you if they can find a better price for you. And so what happened is that an Invisible Hand just popped up and said you found the best price. And so the best price for Nintendo Switch is at Walmart. And so
yeah, it's even saying there on the side that what the high side of this item is, and that what the low is $2.99. So
right, and then you got this app called Honey, this extension called Honey, and it'll also tell you if they found better prices in other places
or
as well,
promo codes,
or promo codes that you might can put in. It'll run sometimes when I do when I make a purchase, it'll run a list of 30 or 40 promo codes that they think might work, and some of them do, some of them don't, but make people tell you no. So
that's right.
Yeah, so you find all the savings that you can. This here is Rakuten. You get cash back for shopping. Anytime it has, it'll ask you if you want to give it access to the site. You click yes, and then it'll sometimes pop up and say, okay, we're going to give you 3% cash back on any purchase you make here. And so you click activate. I was kind of hoping we can go to a website that.
Try Amazon.
Okay, we're going to try Amazon. Something we haven't given it access to yet, maybe. Let's see. Let's just click on something and see. It probably already has access. Yeah, we have access to this site. So this is what it'll tell you, and you can see we've already earned $5.33.
Which is so not
Heck
bad.
yeah.
A lot of people do a lot better than us.
That and about $3 will buy you a coffee at Starbucks.
Woohoo!
Yeah, $8.
Okay, look for something else.
Okay.
I think we can do better than that.
Is what I'm thinking. Okay, let's go to Best Buy. We can earn 2% cash back at Best Buy. We'll go there. And so you can see it spinning, and right here it says 2% cash back activated. So if you know you're going to shop somewhere, you can come here to the extension, click it, and it'll tell you, okay, you can get this in these places. And then you just click on shop there, and it activates your cash back.
Okay.
So.
But a lot of times, if it's not a website that you've been to before, if Rakuten or Swagbucks have any kind of deals with them, it will drop down on the right side, and it will ask you if you want to activate the
Correct.
offer. So it does the work for you. You don't even have to go look for it. It'll figure that out for you.
And see, Honey is already has already or will try 2 codes at checkout here on Best Buy to see if we can get any savings on that as well. So Rakuten also has, if you know you're gonna do something at the Apple Store this year on Apple, then you can go here. You can get up to 2% cash back from Rakuten. You can activate that. And there you go. And so once you're there, up to 2% cash back activated. And so wherever you're shopping, whatever you buy there, you'll get up 2% cash back once you make your purchase. Now it'll probably take what, a month
Yeah,
to 6 weeks for you to get your
it's,
money.
It's according to how like what it is. Like if it's a travel thing, because you can get discounts on traveling, which we highly recommend if you're going to be traveling for Christmas, to make sure that you are checking through Rakuten and Swagbucks to see if there's any discounts there. But you wouldn't get it till you actually traveled.
Correct.
So, yeah, sometimes it's a little while before you get your money back. And then if you're traveling like 3 to 6 months after you're going to be purchasing the travel package, it would be even longer before you got it.
Yep.
Because they're not going to give it to you until you've actually spent the money.
And so those are the extensions we use more than any of the others: Invincible Hand, Honey, Rakuten, and Swagbucks.
Another one that's not on Joel's computer is called Shop Tagger, and I'll put the actual spelling of it on the screen. But what Shop Tagger does is if you know you're going to be shopping for something but you're not okay with the price of it at the moment, you're like, that's going to go on sale at some point, put it into Shop Tagger, and Shop Tagger will actually contact you by email and let you know when that item goes on sale. So that keeps you from having to watch. They'll do the watching for you.
All right, so those are our browser extensions.
Okay, so that is how we budget for our kids for Christmas and how we Christmas shop for them. And so now, I want to say thank you to Asia Sierra for wanting to collab with us. She is so awesome. Be sure to go check out her video and see how she budgets for Amir. And also, subscribe to her channel because she's got tons of tips. And also, if you are into cash envelopes, she does cash envelopes, the whole savings challenge things. She's your girl.
So don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for updates from us. Don't forget to click one of those videos that's floating around for more content from us. So let's go and do it today for the long run with Joel and Christy. I'm Joel.
And I'm Christy.
And don't forget it's the long run. Give yourself a little grace. See you next time.
Merry Christmas.